Well, Brisbane has overtaken Canberra to become Australia's second most expensive capital city to buy a home.
Is that a good thing? I mean, Sydney is still top of the ladder though, but new data from CoreLogic is showing significant growth across the country. Here to break it down for us is Today One expert Effie Zahos.
Hey, Effie.
Effie,
Good morning.
Good
Happy
morning.
Monday.
So we're talking about a significant rise in prices, are we? Talk us through.
16th consecutive price growth. Wow. Go figure, yeah. So for the month of May, the dwelling prices went up by 0.8%. So dwelling is homes and units. And as you point out, yes, Brisbane did come in second spot because of dwellings when you put homes and units together. But I just had a look at house prices and still, you know, you got Canberra there in second spot. But have a look at the growth in 1 month for Brisbane. That is the growth of the value of a median house over 1 month.
Nearly $1 million bucks. I mean, it makes your head hurt.
You can understand why people wanting to jump in the property market are just thinking this is so hard.
It's never going to happen.
Those who've got property, this is a great way for them to create wealth, use that equity and move forward. So there's a big gap between the two there now. So I had a look at, well, what does it take now to actually buy a place? How much did you need to see as a pay rise to buy a house over a 1 year period? You can see there in Sydney, to buy a house, that median value of 1.4 million, you need a household income of around 270,000. It's gone up by 28,000. Now, without putting people off thinking, I don't have this, what you need to understand here, these are median prices, and it is a case of, I'd be going to a broker or even to your lender and say, do the sums here. If you are forecasting property prices to continue to rise, are you better off jumping in and paying lender's mortgage insurance? In that way, you need a smaller deposit, because otherwise you're chasing your tail. These are sums you've got to do.
Well, this is the issue, though, that what you mentioned before, that there's a growing gap between those who can and can't, right? And those at the bottom are unlikely to ever buy a house. I mean, they feel hopeless.
Well, property, you look at the auction results on the weekend, still over 71%. There's demand there. And the outlook is for steady growth, but we've got the tax cuts. That's going to increase borrowing power a little bit. So I'd be playing around with stacking my first-time buyer discounts and looking at whether I should pay LMI up front instead of waiting.
Also, just go outside of the main areas if you want to buy a house for the first time, right?
Well, there's a logical answer. Why didn't I think of that?
There you go.
Yeah, of course.
I'll be here all week. Come on, Effie.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh my goodness, Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
that never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?